Yeah, you know, one of the things you brought up, and it's a tough one, is, you know, how do you raise kids? And, you know, unfortunately I did it mostly like I do everything else. I just kind of fumbled along. But I do think you first have to try to very much establish that you have unfailing love for them, right? You got to give them that stability, that no matter what. I have always been reluctant to kind of tell people how to live their lives because I'm not going to live that life, you know. But I think the best for kids is they see how you live your life and they learn it by example and osmosis rather than beating them on the head with it. You know. That was one thing I learned about travel, and Taiwan did it and travel's done it, is that travel very much helps you to be able to see yourself and your biases and your prejudice, you know what I mean? Because you get exposed to an altogether different culture.
Right.
And it's hard to see it when you're in it, but then when you see a different culture and you say, oh geez, yeah, they take the same thing and they look at it quite differently. And that to me has been the real thing of travel.
For the record, so that we'll no, do you mind just telling your cave parable again?
You know, I think this kind of explains life. That picture people, tribe of people, what do you want, who are born, grow up, and die in a cave. There's no light. But when they're born, somehow, magically, they get a candle. And that candle is, you know, their light in life. You know, it almost is their life, right? You know, they get around with this candle and everything. And then, and I always say Buddha, but who knows who, what. Somebody comes to him, somebody like Buddha, teacher, says, you know, you're going around cherishing this candle, but I can take you to a place where it's the light it gives you, the whatever it gives you, the good feeling it gives you, the sense of everything, it will be just nothing compared to what you'll experience in this new place. But the trouble is, to get there, you got to go out of the cave, and most people don't like to leave the cave because they know that when you, in a typical cave, if you go into the main corridor which goes to the outside, there's a draft, and there's, you know, builds up actually almost a wind depending on the cave, and temperature change and so forth. So people don't want to go there because their candle's going to get blown out. And so he's trying to convince them to go and let the candle get blown out. Don't worry about it, because you enter a state where the candle having blown out would not bother you at all. And of course, to me, the candle is what I call Larry Duda. You know, that we have built up in our minds this concept of, you know, we're this independent being, independent of the rest of the world, and extremely precious. And so, you know, in most religions, I think their problem is, you know, what do they all say? They say, well, when you die, we're going to give you heaven. That means your candle's going to keep going. Okay? What I think Buddha is saying is, no, your candle's going to blow out. But you're going to enter into this light where it's going to be so revealing that you very quickly forget about that pincy little candle and a little bit of whatever it showed. But you're going to lose your self-identity. You're going to become part of this bigger, you know, this big world. That's my parable. So my parable is, Larry Duda does not, as a distinct individual, does not continue after death, but somehow becomes part of a much bigger, much more meaningful, much more beautiful spirituality, if you will, or something.
But don't you think you can do that, but plus also keep your individuality too?
No.
Can experience it, but still be part of that whole big light?
No, I think the individuality is what keeps us from. What keeps me from really appreciating and understanding your pains, your needs, and everything is my own individuality. That's the hindrance. I have to lose that before I can really understand the world, understand other people. This is my weird thing, that's all. You know, one right now that would fit, I think I have from Dalai Lama. It says, give freely of all your knowledge. That's the way to attain immortality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's one of the things as a teacher. I was, you know, just, you know, you hope that you have impacted people and how they think and how they live. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they won't even know where it came from. That's
Right.
okay.